I tried to tell y'all. So about a month or two ago, I made a video on why I think artificial intelligence and deepfakes are going to destroy society. This type of technology is still in its very early stages and is getting better and better every day. One point that I touched on was the use of AI to sound like anyone you want to. The example that I use is that someone like James Earl Jones could technically play a character like Darth Vader forever with the use of AI. In that video, I asked if we're gonna get to a point where families are selling the rights to use their loved one's voice. In the short time since that video, we've had bombshells dropping in Hollywood with the writer's strike, also in the music industry, and ironically, with my two favorite artists. The AI versions of Drake and The Weeknd dropped some fire that had the entire industry in chaos. I honestly hate that I like the song because I'm always going to be pro creator, and since we're moving towards this weird AI future, I guess you could say that I'm always pro human? Is that racist? The music industry has absolutely no idea what to do right now. They're trying their best to shut that down before the floodgates open. Universal Music went on a mission to make sure that that AI generated song was taken off as many platforms as possible. It's still on the internet, by the way. When I first heard the song, I could tell that it was AI, but it was pretty damn close. Especially Drake's part. The Weeknd was kind of obvious to me. Just a year ago, I remember hearing some AI songs and it sounded very robotic. Today, the lines are getting more and more blurred. The other day, I heard this new leaked Future record and I kept listening to it, not just because I was enjoying it, but because I was trying to figure out if it was AI or not. Even Timbaland was on video, gushing over the fact that he had a song featuring an AI version of Biggie. I love Timbaland. I rep Virginia all day. That don't sit right with me. Record label executives are freaking out right now, and it's not because of the integrity of the music industry. They want to shut this down strictly because they don't know how to monetize this yet. A lot of the AI music that gets attention right now is pretty simple. You take a very popular artist and you have them remix a popular song. I just heard Biggie Smalls rapping New York State of Mind by Nas the other day. Also Kanye West and Drake rapping WAP, which is hilarious. But that song, Heart on My Sleeve, is original, convincing, and actually pretty good. With all of this type of stuff, my brain is always running at 1,000 miles per hour just thinking about all the possibilities on what could happen. What if an unreleased song leaks and the entire internet is like, this song sucks, it's mid, it's garbage, just for the artist to come out and say, well, I didn't make the record. It was AI. Basically what I'm thinking about is, you know how when somebody tweets something controversial and then they claim they were hacked? Like when Offset cheated on Cardi B and purposely wrote gay things on his page to try to convince us he was hacked. In my crystal ball, I see artists doing that, but using AI as the fallback plan for bad music snippets. What about ghostwriting? In hip hop at least, ghostwriting is one of the worst things you can do. Well, I guess it depends on the artist and who you're talking to, but remember the Drake and Meek Mill beef from like 100 years ago? Meek Mill claimed Drake had ghostwriters, and then the infamous Quentin Miller reference tracks leaked. Hey yo, come a little closer real quick. Not that close. What if those tracks leaked, but they sounded like Drake? If you think about it, what's gonna stop the top artists from having somebody make the music for them, record it in their voice, and then just give it to them? From a fan perspective, that would completely change how we view reference tracks. The AI voice of Drake is already really good, so what would stop somebody from the OVO sweatshop from recording a song and doing it in his voice, and if the song leaks, who cares? Drake would just say, oh, well, I was in the studio and I was trying some things. And we'll never know. Like, check out this clip from Twitter user Roberto Nixon. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong.
You might notice that I sound like Kanye West. No, Yeezy didn't record a voiceover for me for this video. I didn't learn how to do impressions. This is AI.
So let me come back to my original voice for a second because this is crazy. Dark and twisted, but I attacked the whole religion all because of my ignorance. So let's hear those vocals I just recorded now with Kanye over them.
Dark and twisted, but I attacked the whole religion all because of my ignorance.
Now that AI Kanye isn't as clean as some of the other ones, but just remember, we're still in the early stages and it looks like he did that from home. Unless somebody creates technology that flags when AI is in use, we'll never really know. And it's not just for rappers, it's for everyone. For writers and producers, we can get to a point where they can literally just lay a song out for you and all you need to do is re-record your vocals. Imagine somebody like The Dream bringing a song to Beyonce and it's already in her voice. All you would need at that point is for Beyonce to re-record the song and just use her actual vocals. I have one prediction that I'm 1000% sure is going to happen. That's why I wanted to record this so I could document it. I'm telling you right now, I don't know what my focus looks like. A popular artist is going to purposely release an artificial intelligence album with someone else using their voice to make music. They're going to release it and they're going to call it an experiment. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to promote this as a fan contest and say this is a new way to push creativity. I can already see a world where we have a reality show where fans make music as a famous artist. I could already see that on Fox. I wouldn't even be surprised if they did a show where you're trying to fool the judges. Is this the real song or is it AI? But what are the laws for this kind of stuff? Once again, nobody really knows. Copyright, to my knowledge, doesn't take into account just the use of somebody's voice. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's kind of like impersonating, like people like Jay Pharoah, things like that, but I don't know. Somebody brought up a good point that I didn't know the answer to. Like, what happens if an up-and-coming rapper just gives themselves a Jay-Z verse? What happens then? Obviously, when you start making money and potential Billboard charts, that's when Rock Nation shows up at your door.
Rock Nation, you will crumble!
It's many layers to this topic, and it's so terrifying, yet fascinating to me. I saw people arguing if it's blackface for white people to make AI music as black artists. Is it wrong to support an AI version of an artist that you like? The thing that I'm worried about is that the technology gets too good, we won't need humans anymore. At least from an artistic standpoint. The music industry could transform into which labels has the better programmers. I don't remember who said it, but someone said that this could be a big shift in the industry the same way that it was a few years ago when it came to who produces music. Because if you're old enough, you'll remember that back in the day, chopped samples and Fruity Loops, they weren't looked at as real producing. Today is common practice. Artificial intelligence can either be really bad or just another bump in the road. This is probably the biggest shift in the industry since the music streaming wars, if you remember that. Or if you want to go even further, you could probably say the illegal digital downloads. We won't truly know until labels find a way to make money off of it. Honestly, I just needed somebody to talk to real quick. I hate the way we're going as a society, but I'm just here for the ride. I don't want to talk too much about AI on this channel, but it's just so fascinating to me. And don't even get me started on the writer's strike. And now you got people talking about wars and countries fighting with AI. Then you got all this. But thank you guys as always for watching. Like, subscribe if you haven't already. What are you guys' thoughts on AI in the music industry? Because I'm genuinely curious about other people's perspectives. Am I tripping? Do you feel weird listening to AI artists? Let me know in the comment section below. Follow me on socials. Love you guys. Tell someone you love them. Till next time. See you in the next life.